Hello, and welcome to LunaYes guided sleep meditations. Breathing is natural. It's something that our bodies can just do. But when we control the way we breathe, it can help to reduce anxiety, relieve tension, and relax our minds and bodies. We need to find that calm and relaxed state in order to get the most restful sleep. Because sadly, many of us find ourselves overwhelmed by everything we need to handle in a day. Our brains are working in overdrive just to try and keep up with everything we need to remember. And it's at bedtime, when we finally take time to slow down, that many of those thoughts come flooding in and prevent us from falling asleep. Tonight's meditation is designed to help you learn to control your breathing, to guide you into a deeply relaxed state from which you can fall asleep easily and which will allow you to drift into a deep, restful, and healing sleep. Thanks for joining me. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that this meditation is intended to prepare you for a full night's sleep, so it's best to practice it when you can devote at least 6 to 8 hours to sleep. Also, because this meditation will guide you into a state of deep relaxation, you should only listen when it's safe for you to fall asleep. Please don't listen to this guided meditation while driving or doing any other tasks that require you to be alert. Let's also eliminate any distractions by dimming the lights or turning them off and placing your device where you can hear but not see it. I'd like you to begin in a comfortable position. You can remain seated at first if you prefer, with your hands resting lightly on your thighs, or lie on the bed with your head and spine aligned, your legs out long and arms relaxed beside you, or resting on your stomach with your fingers lightly closed. Relax and breathe gently, and allow my voice to guide you. In a few moments, you'll begin to feel quite tired. At any point, feel free to adjust your position to ready yourself for sleep. And when you're lying comfortably, it's not necessary to remain awake until the end of the meditation. You can just let yourself slide into sleep as it happens. You can begin with your eyes open if you'd prefer, or close them. Breathe in deeply through your nose and then release the breath slowly through your mouth. And again. Breathe the cool, fresh air in deeply through your nose, filling your chest and belly, then slowly sighing the breath out. Once more, inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, feeling the breath warming up as it travels through your body, filling you completely. And then exhale fully and slowly out through your mouth. Relax your body by releasing any areas of tension. Allow your arms to soften and grow heavy, and then your legs. Feel your arms and legs becoming looser and more relaxed. Next, relax your neck and back. Relax your spine. Release the hold of your muscles all the way from your head, down your neck, and along each vertebra to the tip of your spine. Become more and more relaxed with each breath. Feel your body releasing all of the pent-up tension, becoming relaxed, calm, and peaceful. And now, as you inhale, begin counting down from 10. Exhale. 9. Inhale. 8. Exhale. 7. Inhale. 6. Exhale. 5. Inhale. 4. Exhale. 3. Inhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Inhale. And we arrive together at 0 on the exhale. Once more, counting down. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And 0. Go ahead and repeat this countdown one more time on your own. If you find your thoughts wandering, return your focus to the breath and to your count. If you need to, you can begin again at 10 and make your way down to 0 once again. Allow your breathing to soften and to fall into a gentle, natural rhythm. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and close your eyes now. Take a moment to just listen to your breath. Focus on the sounds of your breathing. If your mind begins to wander, that's all right. Take a moment to notice any worries, any jealousy or fear, any irritation or anger you may feel. Breathe into those emotions, noting them and allowing them to flow out as you exhale. If any memories, plans, or judgments intrude on your consciousness, if you're experiencing anything other than simply being in this moment, here and now, take a moment to acknowledge the thoughts and to breathe into them. And then go ahead and return your awareness to your breath, allowing the thoughts to flow out as you exhale. Just continue to breathe naturally, softly and gently, focusing only on the sounds of your breath, on my voice quietly and gently guiding you. Listen to the soft inhalation and to the gentle sound of the air escaping your body. And now we're going to bring a subtle change to the breath as we place the flat tip of the tongue just behind the top teeth, creating a light seal at the roof of our mouth, a slight vacuum at the back of the palate. Breathe in through your nose, listening to the change in tone, to the subtle echo of the breath. As you exhale, hear how the breath sounds deeper and more resonant. Find a steady rhythm to your breath now. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling, creating a wave with your breath, a slow, gentle, rolling sound. If you're not already lying down, take a moment now to find a comfortable position, lying on your back with your legs out long or knees bent with your feet on the mattress and your arms alongside you, or your hands lying gently on your belly. And then return to your ocean breathing, creating the waves of air once again. Focus on your body now. Feel it as a wave of relaxation flows with your breath from the soles of your feet to your ankles, lower legs, hips, pelvic area, abdomen, chest, back, hands, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, the back of your head, your face, the top of your head. Then back down through the head, the neck, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, stomach, hips and pelvis, legs, ankles, feet, and out through the toes and through the soles of the feet. create a wave of calm energy, of peaceful movement. Hear the waves of your breathing, an echo of waves washing onto a tranquil moonlit beach. In your mind's eye, visualize yourself near the ocean. You're in a lush forest. You can hear the surf rushing into the shore, even though you're surrounded by the trees, by leaves and plants that are such a brilliant green that you can see their emerald glow even at night. Nearby, competing with the sounds of the waves, are the thousands of tiny sounds that a living forest makes in the twilight. Birds are calling softly. Insects are chirping in the warm earth-scented breeze. Leaves are rustling gently. You're following a winding path that slopes gently downward. And as you walk, you can hear the waves up ahead, growing a little louder with every breath you take, with every step you make along the forest trail. As the trees begin to thin out, as the path becomes slightly steeper, you can start to smell the ocean spray. The air here is moist and warm, and you can feel a pleasant, cooling breeze blowing off the water and through the trees. You've nearly reached the end of the path, and the ground begins to level off as you come to the edge of the trees. Ahead of you, beyond a silvery expanse of sand and under a blanket of stars, you see the waves breaking at the end of the beach, the gentle swells moving toward you, and the shimmering surface of the ocean stretching out to the horizon. You step off the path, leaving the forest behind and moving forward onto a long stretch of silvery white sand. The sand is very soft. It looks almost powdery. Imagine taking off your shoes and walking through the sand, still warm from the sun's rays, and heading toward the water. The beach is wide and long, and you're alone here in the brilliant moonlight under the shimmering stars. As you breathe in the salty scent of the ocean, you hear the waves crashing to the shore. This is the perfect place to lie down on the powdery beach and gaze up at the stars for a moment. Watch them drifting slowly above you as you breathe deeply, mimicking the sound of the waves, smelling the warm sand, the clean air, the tang of the salt water. You raise your head to look at the shoreline, to watch the waves rolling in under the starlit sky. Off in the distance, from below the surface, you see a hint of brilliant fluorescent blue moving toward you. It appears to melt into the waves as they move into the beach, before each one washes up onto the sand and then recedes back toward the ocean. The fluorescent blue glow intensifies and resolves into tiny pinpricks of light in the waves that are washing up and then flowing back down. Just as your breath travels through you in a wave, washing through you and then flowing back out. Imagine yourself standing now and walking toward the water. The sand here is moist and firm. It's soft and cool beneath your feet. The shimmering blue light under the surface of the ocean is brighter than ever. There are millions of tiny glowing creatures, phytoplankton, floating and drifting through the waves. Watch them dancing through the water as you walk. A wave washes over the sand toward you. It touches your toes before receding, and the water is warmer than you'd expected. As you continue moving forward, more waves wash over your feet, splashing you with a clean, salty scent. The water is soothing, just warm enough to feel pleasant against your cool skin, and yet still refreshing. Walking further into the clear, clean water, you can see the white sand under the glowing waves of blue water. The surface laps at your legs as you walk, breathing in the crisp, fresh, salty air. Continue your ocean breathing. The light seal of your tongue on your palate creating a sound of rushing waves as you inhale and exhale, matching the soothing sound of the waves crashing onto the sand all around you. Breathe in the energy and the power of the thundering water. Standing here in the water, inhale deeply down into your lower belly for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale slowly for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again, inhale for 5, standing perfectly still in the water, and exhale for 7, feeling the soothing water against your legs. Once more, inhale for 5, deeply into your belly, and exhale for 7. And as you continue breathing this way, visualize yourself moving slowly forward through the rushing waves, stepping with one foot as you inhale and moving the other as you exhale. Continue inhaling and exhaling, using your ocean breathing as you move deeper into the water, as it reaches your hips. And keep your awareness on the sound of the waves moving within you, just like the ones rushing around you. Bring your awareness to the ocean sounds and let yourself feel the waves of vital energy ebbing and flowing inside you. If a thought comes into your mind, just let it come, and then feel it fade as you return your focus to your inner waves. Even with the water crashing around you, your feet remain planted solidly on the sand below. The waves move past you, but you're grounded, firm and strong, and in no danger of being swept away. Even when you lift your foot to move forward, the waves cannot topple your balance. As the water rises, as you step into the ocean, you feel a kinship with the water. Inside you, there is also an ocean. As your breath comes and goes, the waves within you rise and fall. Your body is a sea of sensations, with a current of awareness swirling through you. Just as you feel the water moving around your stomach and the waves splashing up onto your chest and back, you can bring your awareness to the waves of energy that are moving within you. Breathe in the ocean. Breathe in the clean air. Breathe in the calm, powerful energy. And continue walking forward, past the glowing blue waves, past the crashing breakers, and as the water rises to your shoulders, it calms. Ahead of you, the surface swells gently as the breeze ruffles the water. The light of a million stars is reflected back at you. The moonlight dances on the rippling ocean. You're safe and warm, and you can lift your feet from the sand if you wish to, and just float here on the surface for a few moments, watching the stars drifting in the gentle swells, with the glittering plankton moving around you toward the beach. Allow your breathing to return to normal as you float here in the warm water. Let yourself move with the waves as they pull you gently out to sea. Drift on the surface, relaxing deeper and deeper with every breath, sinking into the bed beneath you. Visualize yourself sinking beneath the water's surface, melting into the ocean. You can breathe freely here in the moonlit water, and you can turn over and move downward toward the seafloor. You float through the ocean, glancing around you at the swirling fluorescence. The blue glow lights the waves enough for you to see the beauty of this underwater world all around you. You watch the fish swimming through the coral beds below you, and you follow them as they dance on the currents, fluttering and flashing through the dim water. The soft coral fronds sway back and forth as the fish pass by, as the water caresses them as it heads onward toward the beach before sweeping back toward the depths. You follow the receding water, moving away from the beach, glancing around you at the sparkling water, silvery blue in the moonlight, with a few bunches of scattered tiny plankton still glowing here and there around you. You hear a low call under the water, keening and soft, and you move toward it. As the sound grows louder, a dark shape looms ahead of you. You drift toward the sound, and out of the dim water, a beautiful whale appears, leading her calf and crooning gently, singing it an ocean lullaby. They move along, steady and unhurried, the mother guiding her baby through the depths. You can follow them for a while, breathing softly as you float alongside the whales, marveling at how effortless it seems to move their massive bodies through the water. Amazed at how small you are beside them. Even the calf, so tiny compared to its mother, is more than twice your size. Slight movement off to the side catches your eye, and you turn your head as a pod of dolphins approaches you, swimming and playing in the current. You smile as they get close, swimming around you, encouraging you to join their play. You decide to swim along with them for a while. One of the dolphins swims close and turns away, allowing you to grab its dorsal fin, and it begins to pull you along in its wake. The other members of the pod circle and swim around you both, frolicking in the water. The dolphin seems to have a destination in mind. You're traveling quickly now and moving deeper into the ocean. Bioluminescent organisms are drifting through the water around you, providing tiny glowing pools of light as you swim. And oddly, the ocean seems to be getting brighter the further down you go. Your guide is slowing down now, and the rest of the dolphin pod heads toward a shimmering reef on the ocean floor. It's covered in glowing life forms. And as you approach, you can see that what you first thought was just a hill under a coral reef is actually a huge sunken ship. There are wooden timbers visible beneath the fluorescence, and you can spot bits of iron under the coral as well. As you approach the ship, you see that there's a large gap in the timbers on one side, and the dolphins swim inside, turning to look at you, as though encouraging you to follow. You move forward into the shipwreck and are surprised to see clear, open spaces where you expected there to be debris and ocean creatures. You're in a large room now. What might have been the ship's dining room, or perhaps even the ballroom once upon a time. The dolphins have gone now, moving on through the ship and leaving you here in this tranquil space. Where once there were windows, the light of the bioluminescent creatures outside creeps in, filling this large room with a silvery blue glow. Stay here for a few moments, breathing quietly and softly in the blue light, drinking in the calm of the tranquil sea floor. If your thoughts begin to wander, if you begin to experience any emotions or sensations now, that's all right. Just breathe into them for a moment, noting them and releasing them on an exhale, letting them float away into the ocean. Feel yourself swaying gently in the light current, almost dancing along the floor of the ship's old ballroom. You can remain here as long as you'd like, in your hidden ship at the bottom of the sea. If you wish, you can explore. At one end of the room, a large set of double doors leads to a wide hallway dotted with entrances. Behind each of these doors is a room you can explore, a place just for you that comes from your imagination, that is filled with your creations. This ship is a safe place, a place to store up your memories, to stash your worries and your cares, to leave your plans aside until you're ready to tackle them. Behind each of these doors, you can place a thought, a project, a fear, anything. And you can come back here whenever it's time to open those doors, to puzzle out that thought, to work through that project, to face that fear. In this hallway, on this ship, no matter what else happens, you know that you are safe. That if what you've placed in a room is overwhelming and you're not ready to handle it, you need only shut the door and return to the ballroom. You can float there, drifting and dancing in the warm ocean current, soaking in the calm tranquility, surrounded by the beautiful blue glow, as long as you need to. You can continue to visualize the ship now, if you'd like. You can continue exploring the rooms along the hallway. Or if you're relaxed and ready, you can let yourself drift onward, moving along the current toward a deep and restful sleep. When you're ready, bring your focus back to your body. Back to your breathing. Back to the sensation of the air moving through you. Inhale slowly and softly, filling your lungs and your belly. And then exhale gently and fully, relaxing even further into the mattress beneath you. Once again, bring the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth, and return to that ocean breath. Count the waves as they roll through your body as you drift off to sleep. Each inhalation rising like water on the beach. Cresting in your lungs. And every exhalation receding from you, like the ocean drifting back from the sand. Count each wave as it crests before exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 'Carry on now. As you relax deeper and deeper with each wave. With each breath. Moving toward a restful, healing sleep so that you wake up refreshed and ready for a new day. For more LunaYes guided sleep meditations, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.